The 13th National Senior Game is where you see inspiring stories like Dieta, an 81-year-old swimmer. Well, joining me is Dieta and two-time Olympic gold medalist Teresa Andrews to tell us about the Humana Game Changer program. Good morning, ladies. How are you two doing today?
Good morning. You're doing great.
Okay. First of all, Diet, when I saw the age here, I'm like, oh my goodness, this is amazing. Number two, you're a swimmer. So when did you start swimming? And then, of course, thinking about the National Senior Games?
Well, I grew up in a time when they did not have organized sports for women. So I'd never participated in a sport. I had never been on a team. And when I was 58 years old, I heard someone talking in the locker room about the senior games. And I went, and I asked all about it. And they said that it was a competition sports, 22 different sports. You could choose a sport, you could be in it. Yeah. So I started looking for a sport. First thing I thought about was I had watched my children swim, so surely I could do that. So I showed up for a master swim team, and on the first day, all I could do was dog paddle and could not swim a lick. And so fortunately, there was a coach on deck that was very kind to me and said, "You can do this. I will teach you." And she changed my life.
Oh my gosh, this is so amazing. And let's talk about this honor that you're getting now, which is so incredible.
Yes, it's presented by Humana, and it's called the Humana Game Changer Award, and it's given to to athletes who Humana considers are inspiring. And I was very, very excited to be included in that, because there are 12 to 13,000 athletes every senior games in 22 different sports. And so for me to have been selected to represent them was really an honor, because they are all incredible athletes.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, you're incredible. And now, Teresa, I got to talk to you. Of course, your role in all this is making sure that those game changers are recognized. And so let's talk about this program and how it plays with the National Senior Games.
Yeah, we're very proud of Diet and other Humana Game Changer athletes. That we've been giving out the award for the last 10 years to over 100 athletes. Similar to the inspiration we just heard. Last year, I got to meet Miss Vivian. She was one of our game changers last year. Miss Vivian, at 50 years old, was diabetic and blind. Her physician told her if she didn't start doing something, she wasn't going to see 60. And Miss Vivian is now in her late 70s, and she's competes at the National Senior Games. I think at Humana, we just want our seniors to understand, no matter what your choice is, just participating and getting active will lead to a healthier, happier life.
Yeah, you're saying it right there. And that's why I want to bring Diet back in, because you started, of course, your healthy journey at a little later age. So let's talk a little about that and how important it is for, of course, seniors to start looking at, still getting out there and being active.
Well, I certainly had to change my life in order to get healthy and get active. I did everything wrong you could possibly do. I was a heavy smoker, heavy drinker, heavy eater. I was 100 pounds overweight, and I was sedentary. I was not a very happy camper in my early 40s. I thought I was old. I thought that I was done. I mean, I didn't have anything to look forward to, really. I started making changes one at a time, a little bit at a time, and then a little bit became more, and then a little bit became more, until I was able to even start this competitive thing with swimming.
Wow, this is so incredible. Oh my gosh. Teresa, let's talk, of course, about you being an advocate for seniors, and especially with this big game changer, and how important it is to keep people healthy at an older age.
Well, we're glad to be here today. At Humana, we've been one of the presenting sponsors for the National Senior Games for many, many years. I'm proud to work at Humana because they're really focused on healthy outcomes and healthy well-beings for our seniors. And so as an Olympian, I was diagnosed last year. I turned 60 and I was diagnosed with high blood pressure. So I needed to take a change in my life, and I knew how to swim. I hadn't been in the pool many, many years, so I'm back swimming now. So it's never too late. You don't have to be an Olympic athlete to compete in the National Senior Games. You can get just participating and come. It's just so much fun, and there's so many different activities, 22 sports you can choose.
Yeah, I'll tell you, it is going to be definitely a great year for seniors. We know the games start July 7th, and people can go, of course, to Humana's website to find out more information. Any other places they can go to find out more what we talked about, ladies?
They can also go out to the nsga.com, the National Senior Games website. You can see the current activities for this year's games and then start learning how you can qualify for 2025.
Perfect. Ladies, thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you.